Antoine. How are you?
All right, how about yourself?
Good. Is that okay if I come in?
Sure.
Thank you. Hi, Jesse.
What's up?
How are you?
Chilling.
That's good. So I'm here as per the email that I sent out to both of you. I got an email from Antoine stating that there were some roommate conflicts, roommate issues going on. So I then emailed you
I mean,
guys
I'm
back.
not the one with the issues.
Well, I mean, that's cool. So we're gonna, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna discuss it, and then we're going to come to a solution. So if I could have you guys sit
I wouldn't
for me.
sit there because, as I said, he's dirty as hell.
And he probably had sex with this girl and not seen her anymore.
Okay, well, let's do this. I'll just pull up this chair right here.
That's
That's a cool chair.
All right. So we're gonna do. If I could have you guys, excuse me, Antoine, sit here.
Just wash that chair. It's still wet. All right, I'll sit. That's fine.
Sit here. See your lovely faces. All right. So, like I said, I came because I received an email from Antoine saying that there were some issues with, I guess, the roommate agreement that you guys signed. So I'm here. I have your roommate agreement, and I also brought a fresh copy in case we need to make a new one. So my name is Ori. As you guys know, I'm your RA. I live on the 3rd floor. I'm here. My job here is to act as a facilitator. I'm a neutral party. I'm here to hear both sides. I'm here to mediate and to see if I can help you guys come to a solution that works for everybody in the end. Cool. All right. So before we begin, before I hear both sides, I wanted to lay down some ground rules. When each person is giving their side, please let the other person speak. Use I statements. So say I think that this or I feel that this, and then go from there. No cursing, please. Let's keep it G-rated. And let's see what else. If in the event that one person should interrupt the other person, you give me the permission to interject and say, hey, we laid down these rules, then we'll go from there. Let's see what else. I think that's it. With that being said, who would like to go first?
You can go first.
Would you like to go first, Jesse?
I mean, alright, that's fine.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'm always getting these complaints that the apartment's dirty. When, I mean, I'm just living here, I'm busy with school, I might leave a plate on the table, but it's not like I'm making all this mess. And to me, I'd rather have a roommate who leaves a plate on the table and just gives this girl the keys and she's trumping in and out of here. All her little trashy little friends screaming and squealing, going out the fishbowl, yeah! Like, oh my, but Jesse left a plate on the table, let's throw a big freaking type of
But she
tantrum
doesn't
about
do
that.
anything to you, though.
I mean, well,
Antoine, let's stop for a second. Antoine, remember you said you guys gave me permission to interject, so let Jesse finish, and then when he's done, I'll get to you in a second. Go ahead, Jesse.
Well, I just don't feel comfortable or safe with her coming in and out of here.
You don't
I don't
feel
know
safe?
her. She has the keys to the place half the time. I mean, if I want to be sitting out on the couch, my boxers, watching TV before I go to bed, she comes in here with a whole bunch of her little friends. That's not really cool. I mean, and as far as this whole dirty thing, I don't know what he's talking about. So if he wants to go ahead and explain to you how it's so horrible living with me.
Okay, well, before Antoine does that, what I'm hearing is that you feel frustrated and you feel you don't feel safe in your apartment because Antoine's girlfriend has access to his key when he's not here, and she comes into the apartment, she brings her friends, and this is your space. So what I'm hearing is that you don't feel safe in your apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Antoine, go ahead.
One, as I said earlier, she doesn't do anything to you. She just comes in, minds her business. Sure, she brings a few friends, but they're always in my room. At the end of the hall, you're in the A room, I'm in the D room. They're completely separate. You don't see them often. Sure, you might hear them, but if you tell them to quiet down, they will. Two, the mess. Just 2 days ago, on this table here, this table where you said you left a plate, on this table and on that plate was a piece of bread that had molded to the point there were flies swimming around it. And also next to that was a piece of ham. The ham began to rot. And not to mention, you leave dirty dishes. Dirty dishes with food in the pot, in the sink.
I'm going to stop you for a second. I understand what you're trying to say, but at the same time, use I statements. So whatever is going on that you feel is, you know, not right, use them in terms of I statements. So I feel as though this, or I, and then, you know, go from there. So instead of directly speaking to Jesse, say I, and then go ahead.
I feel unclean.
Okay.
Why?
Maybe you should take a shower and you can
Jesse,
take a shower for yourself.
One
I'm
second.
sorry.
Okay.
I feel unclean because I can't be in an environment where I feel it's just chaos and it's just a huge mess. I can understand leaving a plate out every now and then, but if it's a consistent thing, I feel as though you're kind of, I guess, violating the roommate agreement we had set up previously.
Well, first of all, I didn't even read that roommate agreement. You didn't either. We just wrote some crap down to get that thing done. Let's be honest. So I don't even know what it said. Do you know what it said? Honestly, I don't think
Something about.
Well, you know what? That's fine.
But I'm sure there's
I mean,
a part of that that says your girlfriend can't be in here with 7 little friends having a New Year's Day parade down my hallway at midnight in the bras and panties. Okay.
well, with that being said, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But from what I'm hearing, Antoine, you feel a little bit uneasy because the living standards and the cleanliness standards aren't really, you know, up to par, so to speak, and or per the agreement that you both signed at the beginning of the semester. So what I'm hearing is that you feel a little bit uneasy about living in this type of environment.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, I did want to address both issues, and per like living in an apartment or living on campus with residential life is a privilege. So I mean, we had these roommate agreements, and you both filling them out and coming to an agreement, a consensus, means that you guys are agreeing to live together, to cooperate and compromise, and you know, things of that nature. So I do have the old roommate agreement, and it does say on here that you guys, you know, will do this as far as cleaning, like, you know, clean the bathroom every other week, things of that nature. So what I have is a new roommate agreement, which we will, you know, draw up if that's okay with you guys, so that we can set some new standards.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, everybody is comfortable and everybody's okay living in this situation. And then another thing with Antoine, with your girlfriend, it is against policy, and it is a violation to give your key to another person. You are the only person who's allowed to have that key. I'm not saying that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sneeze.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying that you can't have guests. You're allowed to have guests. We're all grown, but at the same time, you are accountable for those guests. They need to be accompanied by you at all times. If they're going to be here, you must also be here. You're not allowed to give your key out to anybody. You are the sole owner of that key. All right. So no more doing that. And then as far as the cleanliness, this is something that I think we can come together and work on. We're going to write out the new agreement, if that's okay with you guys, and then work from there. I'm going to check back with you guys in 2 weeks to make sure that you guys are still upholding to this new agreement, and hopefully we won't have any issues in the future. Yes. You guys have any questions for me? Comments, concerns?
Nope. As long as everything's solved.
Yeah, hopefully it will be solved. So that's the purpose of the new roommate agreement.
I mean, who do I call when she comes back in here with the key? Just
You can call me. You can call me. My number is on my door. My email information is all there. You can call the RA on duty. Because ultimately you both should feel comfortable living in your apartment. You guys share the space, and like I said before, you guys have to cooperate and compromise. So there's a little bit of give and take. So I mean, because you're living together ultimately, I mean, it might be a little different from situations that you had before in the past. Like maybe you're living at home by yourself, but we're here now. So cooperate and compromise, guys.